time in the first episode with Deontay goes, "I'm going to go scuba diving in my pool. Come along." I
That was
mean, he
funny.
went.
I
That
did
was
not expect that one.
amazing. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
It was
It
very,
was
yeah.
like, yeah, like
Straight up
it
from
wasn't.
like a Van Damme movie or something. Remember, like under the
Yeah,
swimming pool kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah, yeah. And he came out in that outfit, and it's like, I remember looking at the footage, and then the underwater footage. Oh my God! I mean, the guys called me when they finished. Like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this stuff when you see it.
I was wondering, like, whether it was his idea or he was
His
basically asked.
idea,
Yeah, so that's
his idea,
incredible.
his
I
idea.
did
We
not
are
expect
not
that.
pushing the guys to do anything that they wouldn't do. You know, they have a fight to worry about,
Right.
and we want to be a fly on their wall.
Absolutely. And two things I really liked about several segments with Deontay Wilder. There was one where he's actually said it straight to the camera. He's like, listen, I know like this is all entertainment or boxing, but I'm like, sometimes I'm getting tired. Like this is very, very hard. And I really like when you like that you included that the boxer says like, listen, it's hard. Okay. Like, and I'm just a human being. And so just basically being real talk with us, the audience,
Yeah.
really helps. And also like another segment that I like, the fact that a boxer is demotivated but he still kind of goes up there and does his thing. It's not the cliche ones like, oh, if you're struggling you still go for it. It's mostly like, tell me the truth that you're a human being and sometimes you're lazy. And I like that aspect of that. And one thing in particular I also liked, and I wonder what's your opinion on that, is there was a segment where Deontay in Alabama, he went to a shooting range, to a gun range. And I was like, I'm seeing like, well, it doesn't look like he does it often. It kind of seemed like he did it maybe like it's one of his first times or something like that. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, okay, like then why does he do it? And you say that you guys are not kind of making them do it. So I'm thinking, is he probably trying to tap, because he's from Alabama and Alabama is very gun centric, pro gun or whatever. And so I'm thinking, is he trying to tap into that segment of the population to watch his fights to show that he's into guns as well? So that's, if we're
No,
putting on the executive hat and trying to like market the fight, do you think that was the part of it as well?
no. And Mikey Garcia did the same thing. And what both of them said about it was, it's just something to get their heads away from the total focus of February 22nd or March 17th for Mikey. It's like you can't live this 24/7. You can't. You have to get it out of your mind. Whether it's whether you're swimming or whether you're running or whether you're in the gym, and it's all you're thinking about for 60 days, 90 days. You have to do other things, and that's what that was. I mean, no politics, no nothing. Both of them talked to Mikey spoke to me directly about it because I was out there, and he spoke to Jeff about it. But I want to go back to something you
Sure.
said about Deontay saying how tired he was. I remember Jeff calling me right afterwards. He says, God, he was so human. It was so real. It was so
Yeah.
like, it was a Monday morning, and he had been traveling, doing some promotion for the fight, and he came in. He said, I don't want to do this right now, but I'm the champion of the world, and no one's going to push me to do it, and nobody's going to make me do it. But I have to do this so I can
Mhm.
be ready on February 22nd. And I remember Jeff saying exactly what you said. He said it was such a human moment. And Jeff hears it when Deontay says to him right away, oh man, I don't want to be here this morning. And Deontay said it right on camera, and
Mhm.
then pushed himself through the workout. And that's the stuff. That's the stuff that's really, when you get that human element, when Tyson's with his brothers and they're just sitting at the table and they're messing around, and I mean, that's the stuff that makes things special, those little small moments. And I mean, the montages are great and they look beautiful, but it's those things that really humanize the fighters, that we're proud that we get those moments. And they come along with trust. They come along, when you're working with Deontay. We worked with Deontay really for 4 months in a row, basically, because we did the Ortiz fight with him.
Mhm.
Jeff and Nick, the cameraman, and Matt, who's the assistant cameraman, went to the Vatican with
Right.
which you saw in the first episode. They traveled to Italy to meet the Pope and to do some other things in Italy, which was just
I was so surprised
amazing. And
that happened.
that literally that's Jeff Newton just working through the night with Shelly Finkel, making things happen, and Shelly Finkel calling Deontay and saying, "Hey, do you mind if these guys come?" And Deontay said, "Absolutely." And that's about trust, and that's about
Mhm.
relationships that Jeff built with Deontay and his crew, and that's as important as anything we do.